Chris Benoit was a legend in the world of professional wrestling. Known for his intensity, skill, and dedication, he was a hero to millions of fans. But in June 2007, Benoit's name became infamous, not for his achievements in the ring, but for a tragedy that left his wife, Nancy, and 7-year-old son, Daniel, dead. This is the haunting story of Chris Benoit, a man who fell from the heights of wrestling superstardom to commit one of the most shocking family murders in sports history. Let's go back to where it all began. Chris Benoit grew up in Canada, obsessed with wrestling from a young age. Inspired by icons like the Dynamite Kid, Benoit pursued his dream with unmatched focus. Over the years, he became one of the most respected athletes in professional wrestling, earning championships and accolades around the globe. But while Benoit thrived in the ring, his personal life was a different story. In 1997, Benoit began a relationship with Nancy Sullivan, the wife of another wrestler, Kevin Sullivan. The affair became public, causing a scandal within the wrestling community. Nancy divorced Kevin, and she and Chris later married, welcoming their son, Daniel, in 2000. From the outside, they seemed like a happy family, but behind closed doors, cracks began to show. The stress of Benoit's career began taking its toll. Professional wrestling isn't just scripted entertainment, it's physically punishing. Benoit endured countless injuries, including repeated concussions, broken bones, and chronic pain. He became addicted to painkillers and steroids to keep going, but the side effects began to affect his behavior. Nancy grew concerned. In 2003, she filed for divorce, citing Chris's violent outbursts and erratic behavior. Though they later reconciled, the issues didn't go away. By 2007, Benoit was struggling more than ever. He had lost close friends in the industry, including Eddie Guerrero, whose death devastated him. Chris became increasingly withdrawn, and his mental state deteriorated. On June 22, 2007, the unthinkable happened. Over the course of 3 days, Chris Benoit killed his family in their Georgia home. He strangled Nancy with a cord, leaving her body wrapped in a towel. He then suffocated their son, Daniel, placing a Bible next to his body. Finally, Benoit hanged himself using the pulley system in his weight room. The wrestling world was in shock. At first, fans and colleagues mourned Benoit, unaware of the details. But when police revealed the truth, the mourning turned to horror. How could a man so beloved, so admired, commit such a heinous act? As investigators searched for answers, they uncovered a disturbing mix of factors. Benoit had been abusing steroids for years, leading to roid rage, sudden, uncontrollable fits of anger. His brain was also examined by specialists, who found that years of head trauma had caused severe chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. His brain resembled that of an elderly man with advanced Alzheimer's. The wrestling industry faced scrutiny like never before. WWE distanced itself from Benoit, erasing his name from history. But the case raised serious questions about the culture of professional wrestling. The relentless physical toll, the unchecked use of painkillers and steroids, and the lack of mental health support. Today, Chris Benoit's name is remembered not for his achievements, but for his crimes. His story is a tragic reminder of how unchecked pressure, untreated trauma, and hidden struggles can lead to devastating consequences. As we continue our series, The Men Who Kill Their Families, we are left with a haunting question. Could this tragedy have been prevented if the warning signs were recognized earlier? Or was Chris Benoit always destined to meet such a dark end?